The Florida Thoroughbred Breeders and Owners Association and the Florida Department of Agriculture present Thoroughbred Week with John Henderson. Also presented by Adena Springs South, Daily Racing Form, Double Diamond Farm, Gulfstream Park, Jerry Parks Insurance Group, Lamholm South, Ocala Breeders Sales Company, and Tampa Bay Downs.
Hello everyone and welcome to Thoroughbred Week, featuring a big weekend for Bob Baffert trained Kentucky Derby prospects, winning prep races at Oaklawn Park and Sunland Park, along with a stretch duel between top race mares in the Grade 1 Santa Margarita Stakes. We begin with sprinting fillies and mares at Aqueduct in the Correction Stakes. Paula's Silver Lining, the 2-5 favorite. John Embrial has the call.
Mamma Mia Maria has the lead over Close Fall Off, who's now getting closer on the outside. Just in behind is Paula's Silver Lining. Willett on the far outside, and My Savannah Belle. The field comes into the stretch. Close Fall Off has now come away with the lead. Paula's Silver Lining moves to the outside here with less than an eighth of a mile to the finish. Close Fall Off by a length. Paula's Silver Lining on the outside in second. They come down for the finish, and Close Fall Off has captured the Correction.
3-1 second choice. Close Fall Off holds off odds on favorite Paula's Silver Lining by a length and a half. Manny Franco aboard in 110 3, a 99 Beyer speed figure. After finishing second in the Grade 2 Barbara Fritchie Stakes at Laurel Park, the Kieran McLaughlin trainee returns to her home track to record her first stakes victory. The 4-year-old filly by Daher was bred in Kentucky by Dean Hayes and Shadwell Farm. A $70,000 Keenan September yearling turned $150,000 OBS March 2-year-old. Close Fall Off has earned $365,000 for Cheyenne Stables, Southern Equine Stable, and Hat Creek Racing. Manny Franco with the Safe Ride of the Week, presented by Sally Horse Fans, the safest way to the winner's circle. To Santa Anita for Distaff sprinters in the Grade 3 Los Flores Stakes. In her first start off an 8-month layoff, Fantastic Style, the 1-2 favorite. Frank Miramati picks up the call.
5/16 to go. It's still Amaranth, Fantastic Style. Cadet Roney only a half length back while 3 wide. Ben's Duchess feels the whip, starting to rally extreme outside, and then Finest City. Fantastic Style takes the lead at the top of the stretch. Amaranth is back to second. Ben's Duchess in the center of the track. Cadet Roney and Finest City. They're in the final furlong, and Fantastic Style in a stellar comeback. She widens with authority. Fantastic Style is back indeed. Strolling by 4 in the Las Flores.
Odds on favorite Fantastic Style draws off to defeat Ben's Duchess by 4 lengths. Cadet Ronnie third for sweep by Keeneland Sells graduates. Rafael Bejarano aboard in 108 3. Now 4 for 5 at Santa Anita. The Bob Baffert trainee had been sidelined since winning the Grade 2 Great Lady M Stakes at Los Alamitos last July. The 4-year-old filly by Harlan's Holiday was bred in Kentucky by Chuck Kidder, Nancy Cole, and Ted Vout. A $525,000 OBS April 2-year-old, Fantastic Style has earned $332,000 for Kaleem Shaw Incorporated. Fantastic Style paid $4 to win and is the Malone's Favorite of the Week, presented by Malone's, Lexington's favorite steakhouse. To Gulfstream Park for fillies and mares in the Grade 2 Inside Information Stakes. Stone-tastic, the 6-5 favorite. Larry Comas picks up the call.
Stone-tastic reels off a 44 1/2 mile and comes to the quarter pole in control here. It's a 3-length lead on Bar of Gold, who's clearly second now, having gone by Best Behavior. To the inside comes Tiger Ride in fourth, and they're into the stretch. Stone-tastic turning for home in front here. Down to the 8th pole, it's a 2.5-length lead. Tiger Ride is next. On the outside, Engagingly has made progress, and then comes You Bought Her. It's Stone-tastic. A 16th to go, and she's got it. Stone-tastic and Paco Lopez all the way in the Inside Information.
Favored Stone-tastic, the front-running winner by 3 3/4 over Tiger Ride. Paco Lopez aboard the Keeneland Sells graduate in 123 1. Back-to-back stakes wins at Gulfstream Park for Stone-tastic, who opened the season with a 5-length score in the Miami Shores Handicap. The 5-year-old mare by Mizzen Mast was bred in Kentucky by Mockmer Hall, Kerry Brogdon, and Craig Brogdon. A $77,000 Keeneland September yearling, Stone-tastic has earned nearly $630,000 for Stoneway Farm. Kelly Breen trains the winner. Watch Thoroughbred Week replays online at tbredweek.com.
Daredevils love speed.
Daredevil has opened up here in the stretch.
In fact, when I think of his victory in the Champagne, 3 numbers come to mind. 107.
It's Daredevil with a 4-length lead.
You tell me the last horse to win a grade 1 at 2 with those kind of speed figures? I can. Uncle Mo. Pretty good company if you ask me.
Since 1894, Daily Racing Form has told the story of thoroughbred racing. 120 years later, Daily Racing Form continues to tell the story and bridges the worlds of racing and breeding, presenting DRF sire-powered results. Access race results by sire, name of horse, track, date, age, type of race, distance, surface, and country. And now, sort results by DRF's exclusive BEYER speed figures, available only at DRF Breeding.
A Florida bred. He is not just a racehorse. He is our heart. He is our toil and sweat. He soaks up the bright sunshine, becoming mighty and strong. He feasts on our abundant grass and drinks our mineral-rich water. He is a way of life, our champion. His excellence brings us chills as he competes, inspiring us to greatness. He is our purpose, our soul. He is a Florida bred.
There's a new day dawning in Florida. Never before has a Breeders' Cup Classic winner retired to stud in the Sunshine State. Until now. Adena Springs presents 3-time Grade 1 winner and earner of over $4 million, Fort Larned. New to Adena Springs South.
Sunny Florida produces champions from start to finish. Florida produced Breeders' Cup Classic winner Mucho Macho Man. Florida is one of the premier breeding regions and training centers in the world. We are a leading prep center for Derby winners and contenders. We boast of premier veterinary research centers and 3 major racetracks. Florida has the largest 2-year-old in training sale in the world, selling horses 6 times annually. Florida is proudly represented by the Florida Thoroughbred Breeders and Owners Association. Sunny Florida produces champions from start to finish.
Welcome back to Thoroughbred Week with the last to first winner of the Grade 2 Azeri Stakes coming up in this segment. We begin with older males at Oaklawn Park in the Grade 3 Razorback Handicap. Upstart, the 5-2 favorite in his seasonal debut. Peter Aiello has the call.
47-2 for the half mile, and they round the far turn. Shotgun Cowboy engaged on the outside by Idolo Porteno. Here's the local hopeful, Domain's Rap moving up, and on the far outside looks Despair. Also trying to find room is Carve. In behind horses is Upstart, and they're at the top of the stretch. It's wide open. Upstart coming over the top at Domain's Rap and Idolo Porteno. Then back to Carve inside the final furlong. Up for the lead is Upstart. Domain's Rap fighting on. Back third on the inside, Idolo Porteno. Inside the 16th pole. Bravo's calling on Upstart for everything he has, but what he has is enough. Upstart wins.
Upstart by Claiborne Farm Stallion Flatter, the winner by a length over Domain's Rap. Joe Bravo aboard the New York bred in 144 flat. An early season Kentucky Derby candidate last year after winning the Grade 2 Holy Bull Stakes, Upstart was making his first start off a 6-month layoff. The 4-year-old Ridgeling was bred in New York by Gerald A. Nielsen and was a $130,000 Saratoga yearling. Upstart has earned $1,460,000. Rick Violet trains the winner for Ralph M. Evans and Windstar Farm. DRF Breeding, home of the new sire-powered results tool. Access race results from North America. Visit drf.com/breeding for additional information. Fillies and mares at Oaklawn Park in the Grade 2 Azeri Stakes. Champion Untappable, the 2-5 favorite. Once again, here's Peter Aiello.
Less than half a mile to go in the Azarian. Sarah Sis down on the inside, pokes the neck back in front. 3 wide Untappable, yet to be given the green light. From between horses, it's High Dollar Woman. From behind the speed, here's Kiriaki into 4th. Then to the inside, Streamline, no place to go. Michelle on the outside, 2 better than Theogony, and Call Pat starts to catch up as they run around the far turn. Fleuron Giroux and Untappable now set sail for the money. They're a 1/4 mile from home, and they're in the front. On the outside, Kiriaki trying to come after her, and Streamline off cover sprint into the clear. 3/16 to go. Giroux shakes up the reins on Untappable. Will have to deal with Streamline on the outside. Back third is Sarah Sis, then Cole Pat. Rocco weaving through traffic with the stretch runner. In deep stretch, Untappable is all out. Here comes Cole Pat along the rail. Cole Pat's got her. It's Cole Pat in time.
5-1 second choice. Call Pat rallies from last to defeat odds-on favorite Untappable by a neck. Joe Rocco Jr. aboard the Keeneland Sells Graduate in 1:44.2. Back-to-back graded stakes victories over the track for Call Pat. The Brad Cox trainee staged a similar rally to take the Grade 3 Bayacoa Stakes interseasonal debut. The 5-year-old mare by Lawyer Ron was bred in Kentucky by Don Amici III, Don Amici Jr., and Prancing Horse Enterprises. A $7,500 Keeneland September yearling, Call Pat has earned nearly $615,000. Miller Racing acquired the winner nearly 2 years ago. Spendthrift Farm Stallion Palace, the fastest Grade 1 winning son of leading sire City Zip. Millionaire Palace won Saratoga's Grade 1 Forgo Stakes and Grade 1 Vanderbilt Handicap. His final time of 1:08.2 in the Vanderbilt was the fastest running in a dozen years since champion and leading sire Spitestown.
And here's the wire. It's Palace. And they're coming down to the finish, and it will be Palace. Palace is pouring it on, and Palace dazzles here.
In the business of breeding horses, timing is everything. Making ovulation more predictable, Sucromate Equine takes the guesswork out of scheduling breedings. Sucromate is the only FDA-approved deslorelin product indicated for inducing ovulation within 48 hours of treatment. Sucromate is safe, reliable, and results from a large field-based study show Sucromate provides a higher ovulation rate than any other product. Streamline your breeding season with Sucromate Equine.
Here comes Blame. Blame has won it ahead.
A photo finish that Blame got.
6 graded stakes wins, 3 Grade 1 victories, 9 consecutive 100-plus buyers. And now, Blame has sired graded stakes quality from his first crop. His first runners are stars at tracks across the country.
Oh, Onus, very impressive to win by 5.
Eclipse champion Blame at Claiborne Farm.
Don't you know Hail Marys are long shots? But even a long shot can be a winner, like at Tampa Bay Downs. Because at Tampa Bay Downs, well, jockey?
At Tampa Bay Downs, you can have a lot of fun, maybe win a little money, watching the horses run.
Awesome. Grandstand admission is free on weekdays and only $2 on weekends. So you think you can catch a race or two?
Yeah, maybe a long shot will pay off for me.
Tampa Bay Downs, live it up at the Downs.
Now a Florida Thoroughbred history moment. Founded in 1956, Ocala Stud is the oldest active thoroughbred farm in Florida and a pioneer in the thoroughbred industry. The landmark Ocala Stud's message is simply put, if you want a runner, look to Ocala Stud. Ocala Stud revolutionized the worldwide industry, creating 2-year-old in training sales. Now represented by the 3rd generation of the O'Farrell family, the farm's reputation as a top producer of thoroughbreds makes them a symbol of excellence. This has been a Florida Thoroughbred history moment.
Welcome back to Thoroughbred Week with a weekend stakes double for Bob Baffert trained Kentucky Derby prospects coming up in this segment. 3-year-old stakes action is presented by BC2A Paste. Reduce the likelihood of tying up with BC2A Paste. We begin with 3-year-old fillies at Gulfstream Park in the Any Limit Stakes. 6-5 favorite Karen is dropping back as we pick up the call by Larry Colmus.
Around the far turn, Ballet Diva and Put to Blame on Me, well clear of Karen, who's under a drive back there from Luis Saez. Karen not going on with the top 2, who are well clear coming to the top of the stretch. It is Ballet Diva and Put to Blame on Me, who went 45-2 for a half mile, and they'll turn for home 1-2. Ballet Diva to the 8th pole, Put to Blame on Me, bearing down on her now, and they're a long way ahead of Colombian Queen, who's 3rd. Ballet Diva, Put to Blame on Me, drifting out. Ballet Diva holding on. Ballet Diva wins the Any Limit.
6-5 second choice Ballet Diva sets all the fractions to defeat Put the Blame on Me by a length. Jose Caraballo aboard in 1:11-2. The champion Florida-bred 2-year-old filly, after winning 3 stakes last year, the Stanley Gold trainee placed in a pair of graded stakes at Gulfstream Park in her first 2 starts this season. She was coming off a 4th-place finish in the Margate Handicap. Ballet Diva has earned $418,000. The filly by Hear No Evil was bred by her owner Jack Sherbetter Farm, the Florida Breeder of the Year and the leading owner of Florida Breds in 2015. Florida Breds, race 'em or chase 'em. To Sunland Park for the Plum Pretty Stakes. Thrilled and Family Tree even money co-favorites. Robert Geller picks up the call.
They close in now on Family Tree as Thrill ranges up. Javier Castellano says go. And Thrill tackling Family Tree on the inside, still just in front Family Tree. KP Wildcat unable to go with them at the moment, but Thrilled on the outside, going very nicely and has gone up to share the lead, is going a bit the better. Family Tree on the rail, they're clear of KP Wildcat. They come down the lane in the Plum Pretty and still battling is Family Tree. Thrilled trying to put her away. Thrilled in front. Family Tree trying to nibble back. They're neck and neck. Thrilled and Family Tree. And it's still Thrilled just in front. And that's a winning move. Thrilled coming away, cutting down to the wire to score by 1.5.
The co-favorites battle it out with Thrilled by Coolmore America stallion Uncle Mo, the winner officially by 2 lengths over Family Tree, following a lengthy stewards review of the stretch run. Javier Castellano aboard in 1:43-1. Graded stakes placed on turf, Thrilled was switched to the dirt after finishing up the track in the Breeders' Cup Juvenile Fillies turf. And she responded with a 2nd-place effort in the Grade 2 Demoiselle Stakes. The filly was bred in Kentucky by Chelston. Thrilled has earned nearly $294,000 from Michael Tabor. The winner was trained by Todd Pletcher, who last week collected his 4,000th career victory. For all your insurance needs, a specialist at Jerry Parks Insurance Group is there to assist you with 40 years of exceptional coverage. Look for Jerry Parks, John Cassie, or Kelly Weeks at upcoming 2-year-old sales. Back to Gulfstream Park for the spectacular bid stakes. Undefeated Tiger Blood, the 2-1 favorite. Once again, here's Larry Comas.
Around the far turn, Morning Fire on top by 2. Extravagant Kid clearly second now, and these two have moved away from the others as Tiger Blood and Epic Journey are both put to full-out drives. Then it's Dan the Go-To Man and Bullet Gone Astray. The half was 44-3. They're into the stretch, and it's Morning Fire. Morning Fire's got a 3-length lead with a furlong to go. Extravagant Kid is clearly in second. Morning Fire down to the 16th pole in the clear over Extravagant Kid. And Morning Fire and Daniel Centeno will take the spectacular bid.
5-2 second choice. Morning Fire takes the field gate to wire to score by 3 lengths over Extravagant Kid. Daniel Centeno up in 1:17 flat. A stakes winner at Tampa Bay in his 3-year-old debut, Morning Fire finished 3rd when Dustin captured the Grade 3 Sam F. Davis Stakes. The colt by Frisian Fire was bred in Pennsylvania by Cynthia Hipple. Morning Fire has earned $230,000. Keith Nations trains the winner for Mercedes Stable, which acquired the colt privately prior to his 3-year-old campaign. Derby Dan Farm Stallion Dialed In, explosive winner of the Grade 1 Florida Derby. Dialed In was well represented by his first 2-year-olds at the OBS March sale, with a filly and a colt each selling for $160,000. Watch for more first crop 2-year-olds by Dialed In at upcoming sales. To Sunland Park for the Festival of Racing Stakes. Collected at 11-10, a slight favorite over Gettysburg. Once again, here's Robert Geller.
Collected out in front. They race towards the 3.5, a length to Gettysburg. And 3rd, Concord Fast, and this trio trying to really establish the dominance of the race. And out in front as they quicken is still the favorite Collected. Collected tackled by Gettysburg, and they're really sprinting as they come down inside the 5/16. 1 away in 3rd, Concord Fast hanging tough. 5 to Deputy's Echo, Dad running on as they corner. 3 of them come for the lane. It is Collected in front. Up on the outside, Gettysburg running wide, Concord Fast. Gettysburg is all out. Collected is holding them pretty well and has dashed away. And in the Sunland Park Festival of Racing Stakes, Collected by 2 lengths. Gettysburg trying his heart out in second, but to no avail, and it's going to be Collected who collects the big prize. Collected, gate to wire.
Collected, the front-running winner by 2 lengths over Gettysburg. Concord Fast 3rd for a sweep by Keeneland Sells graduates. Martin Garcia up in 1:48-4. The Bob Baffert trainee won the Grade 3 Sham Stakes in his first start on dirt, then finished 4th in the Grade 3 Southwest Stakes. The colt by City Zip was bred in Kentucky by Runnymede Farm and Peter Callahan. A $150,000 Keeneland September yearling and a $170,000 OBS March 2-year-old collected has earned $343,000 for Speedway Stable. Access Thoroughbred Week online every Saturday on Thoroughbred Daily News at thetdn.com. To Oaklawn Park for the Grade 2 Rebel Stakes. 14 went postward with Grade 3 Southwest Stakes winner. Sudden breaking news at 5-2, a slight favorite over Cupid. Peter Aiello has the call.
They're off in the Rebel. It's a good start toward the inside for Rallis, and in the center, Siding Spring moves to challenge. Here's American Dubai, keyed up early, and moving up on the inside is Cupid in the run to the first turn. Z Royal is 4 wide. Spike Sherrill settles in off of them. Then it's Mad Tap. Out wide on the course goes Gray Sky. Splitting Horses is cut a corner. Whitmore ducked over nicely from the 12 post to race about 6 lengths off the lead. Then it's Discreetness. He rides the rail today, a length and a half in front of Sudden Breaking News. Cherry Wine is second last, and the trailer is Creator. There's less than 6 furlongs to go. The opening quarter was quick, 22-4. And on top, it's Cupid by a half a length. Turning up the pressure is Siding Spring from second. Mad Tap a 3 wide third. Then back fourth is the long shot Spike Sherrill. Then from between horses, Gray Sky. American Dubai's lost a bit of ground with Rallis riding the rail. Z Royal has plotted a wide course and Whitmore is to his inside. They're followed by Cut a Corner and Discreetness. Then it's 3 to the Southwest winner, Sudden Breaking News. Cherry Wine is now dropped to last as Creator goes by him as they went 46-4 for the opening half mile. That's a 24-second breather for Martin Garcia and Cupid, who round the far turn with the lead. Up on the outside, Gray Sky now runs up to take second. Whitmore is in attack mode for Irad Ortiz Jr. He's now third. Stretch of 2 to Mad Tap. Rallis is continuing an inside lane. Sudden Breaking News has got an awful lot to do with less than a quarter of a mile to go. They went 3/4 and 112 flat. Cupid trying to seal the deal, but here's Whitmore down the outside for Ortiz Jr. Gray Sky back third. It's Cupid or Whitmore to the wire. Cupid on the inside. Whitmore trying to get past on the outside, but Cupid has something in reserve, and Cupid wins the Rebel.
Cupid by Gainesway Snag and Tapit holds off the challenge of Whitmore by a length and a quarter. Another stakes-winning 3-year-old for Martin Garcia and Bob Baffert. Time of the race 1:43-4. The 6th victory in the Rebel for Baffert, who used this race last year as a springboard for Triple Crown success with American PHAROAH. Cupid making his stakes debut off a 5 1/4 length maiden victory at Santa Anita. The colt was bred in Kentucky by JKG Thoroughbreds. Cupid has earned $587,000 for Michael Tabor, Mrs. John Magner, and Derek Smith. The colt was consigned by Van Meter Sales to the 2014 Keeneland September yearling sale, where he was purchased by M.B. Magner for $900,000. Grade 2 Rebel Stakes winner Cupid, the Keeneland Sales Graduate of the Week. Coming up, a distaff battle in the Santa Margarita.
But Bahamian Squall has won the Sunshine State.
Bahamian Squall in front from Trinity-Burg. Jackson Bend 4 outside. It's Bahamian Squall to win the Smile.
Since Florida's first Kentucky Derby winner, Needles, in 1956, Florida has produced 50 national champions, the 11th Triple Crown winner, 13 Classic winners, 155 millionaires, memorable performances, and 26 Breeders' Cup winners. Produce your next champion in Florida.
Mucho Macho Man coming with giant strides.
To honor and serve. At 2, the second highest weighted colt of his generation.
In the Remsen.
A winner of 3 races in 4 starts. At 3, winner of the Grade 1 Cigar Mile against older horses. At 4, won the Woodward Stakes.
Honor and serve would not let Mucho Macho Man by.
To honor and serve. Bernardini's most accomplished son.
For nearly half a century, the Northern Dancer sire line has dominated thoroughbred breeding. Galileo has earned his place among the breed-shaping sires from that lineage.
They're into the stretch. Magician is trying to come late.
Now, his best son in North America
On the far outside, Magician.
will carry on the legacy.
And Magician runs down the fugue.
Time now for the feature race of the week presented by Keeneland, investing in racing's future since 1936. To Santa Anita for fillies and mares in the Grade 1 Santa Margarita Stakes. Tepin, the 9-10 favorite. Here's the call by Frank Miramati.
Mike Smith and Penwith, they'll be the targets, in front by 1.5 lengths. Terrace is in second, Living the Life at the rail third. Then it's Moyo Honey and Terra's Tango at the back. 4 lengths covers the field. Onto the backstretch they go. Penwith leads with 5/8 to travel. Terrace in the clear, galloping along smoothly in second. Living the Life at the rail third. Terra's Tango is inching up a closer fourth in between horses, and Moyo Honey outside of her. Compact group, 5/8 to go. They've just passed the half-mile pole now, and Penwith is still in charge. Terrace goes to put the pressure on. These two sprint into the far turn. Penwith is running a very big race. She's got plenty left in the tank. Terrace right up alongside. They square off 2 in front. Terra's Tango is in between horses. Living the Life at the rail. Moyo Honey is outside of her. 1/4 mile to go. Terrace and Penwith, nose and nose. Terrace and Gary Stevens on the outside. Penwith and Mike Smith at the rail. Living the Life is running a giant race, and then it's Terrace Tango. Terrace takes the lead. Terrace Tango's going to try to mow her down. Terrace or Terrace Tango. Terrace Tango and Terrace. Terrace Tango with the new blinkers wins the Santa Margarita.
5-2 second choice, Terra's Tango outfinishes odds-on favorite Terrace by a length. Rafael Bejarano up in 150-2. Back-to-back graded stakes victories over the track for Terrace Tango. The Jerry Hollendorfer trainee was last seen winning the Grade 2 Santa Maria Stakes. The filly by Unbridled Song was bred in Kentucky by Stone Street Thoroughbred Holdings. Terrace Tango has earned $618,000 for Stone Street Stables. We'll have coverage of the $10 million Dubai World Cup featuring Horse of the Year California Chrome, along with Kentucky Derby prospects in the Grade 2 Louisiana Derby and 3-year-old fillies in the Grade 2 Fairgrounds Oaks. Next week here on Thoroughbred Week.
Thoroughbred Week is presented by the Florida Thoroughbred Breeders and Owners Association and the Florida Department of Agriculture. Online at tbredweek.com.